Hi guys, it's Billy again. Sorry. I'm updating my YouTube and my Facebook, as it may be. I've been on testosterone now for 16 weeks. I feel like a lot has changed, but I've also got a lot to tell you about because it's been way long. I think my last update was at 2 months, I think. My phone is, the camera on my phone has actually been bust, so I've got it fixed now, and so here I am. Changes since the last time, a shitload. Well, for me, it is, but when I put it into words, it didn't sound like a lot. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with it. So, hair. Hair. Lots and lots of hair. But not like, you know, I'm not like an ape, but near. Basically, I've got facial hair coming through, mostly here, and here, right on the ends, but not in the middle, is dark by here and here, but I got a lot of blonde, quite thick hair coming through here, so I'm a bit of a multicoloured freak at the minute, so, well, it's still hair on my face at the end of the day, so I'm still happy. So today was my first proper shave, where I actually shaved hair off, because before, I mean, I've been shaving my face for just over 10 years now, because I was hoping that the myth of it'll grow back darker and thicker was true, but it's total bollocks. It's the biggest pile of crap I've ever heard in my life, because I've been doing it 10 years, nothing, and now I start taking testosterone, and I'm finally, after 4 months, getting some facial hair. The hair on my legs, obviously on my lower legs, I've been growing that since I was 17, and so that was like kind of there anyway, but it's actually gotten really thick lately, which I didn't expect to happen, but it has, and now it's creeping up my legs. So whereas before I just sort of had it on the lower legs, and as a female you don't really grow hair on the top of your legs. Now it's starting to actually, it's still fine hair, but it's getting darker, so I can see it now on the top of my legs. I'm getting random hairs all over my body, so it's not like, you know, a massive hair anywhere. Like, I've just had like one really long hair by here, and a long one like down on my side or something like that, but I'm getting quite a nice effective little ladder going on down here, and I've got some hair on my chest as well, which is going and never coming back. I don't like that. I haven't checked my back, in all fairness, for hair. I've got hair on my toes. It's just everywhere, and I'm just, you know, yes, I like being a man. Yes, I'm meant to be a man, but it doesn't mean I want to be an ape. So I'm shaving a lot of it off, in all fairness. The testosterone hasn't made me break out in spots like I've seen other people go on about on YouTube. I haven't like had a massive outbreak, and I know you're probably looking at my face now thinking you're plastered, because I do have quite a lot this week, but as a rule I don't really have that many. I usually get like one sort of volcano every now and then, rather than a lot of little ones everywhere. Like that one last week was a bit of a, it was fucking huge, in all honesty, I won't lie. It was massive, and it would just pop it and fill up, pop it and fill up, but anyway, you don't really want to know about that. But yeah, spots, not really a big issue for me, although I did take advice from other people, the FTMs on here, about scrubbing my face quite a lot, making sure that it was always clean. So I've got these like, those gloves that you can buy from the Boots or whatever, and I just, whenever I'm in the shower, every day I just give my face a quick scrub with those, might as well be wire wool gloves. They're pretty rough, and it seems to do the trick, so, you know, skin like a baby's bum, really. I'm not sure, I can't remember if I covered my voice. My voice feels a lot lower, and it feels kind of strange, really. I only really notice, like, when I tend to shout, so if I'm, like, shouting for a friend or shouting at my dog, I noticed then that it's actually quite low and there's a lot of authority in it, whereas before I kind of sounded a bit like a pansy. But I'm actually quite chuffed. How low it's gotten so far. I didn't expect it to get this low this quick, although I wished it would, if that makes sense at all. So I'm happy about that. My body mass, I've put on 11 pounds in the last 2 weeks. That's from following advice from a friend, because from watching other videos, I kind of expected the testosterone to just not only boost my appetite, but sort of, chuck on the weight. But it just never, my appetite never really, like, initially, my appetite was big, and I was eating everything, nothing, like, was ever enough. And then it just suddenly dropped again, and I went really thin, in between it all. And then lately, a friend gave me new, like, sort of diet tips and stuff that I can eat to build up muscle, build up weights and stuff. So I'm doing that, and I put on 11 pounds, although it still doesn't look like I've put on anything, because I'm still a scrawny little jeppo. My shoulders haven't bulked out at all. Muscles, not really. I don't understand why. Trying to think what else. I've noticed when I've had photos taken of me and I've looked back at them, I've noticed that there's something different about my face. It's not looking so feminine. Before, when I had photos taken, my cheekbones would be like standing out. I don't know, I just kind of almost looked like I was pouting. I had that much of a feminine face, and now I don't quite know what it is, because it still looks like my cheekbones are still standing out, but I look a little bit more manly than what I used to in facial structure, but I can't put a finger on it. So yeah, not quite sure about that. What else has changed? I find that, like, now it feels like it sounds like I've got something like stuck in my throat, but it's not. It's kind of just it breaking, my voice breaking. And I find sometimes that I'm talking and then my lips are still moving but no noise is coming out. I just sort of frazzle out, and I don't get why that is. And I can't reach the high notes anymore, because when I try, I just sort of, like, if I think about it, I'll gradually get to a high note. But when I just sort of, like, I don't know, when I say something to my dog to sort of make her all excited and try play fighting with her or whatever, I'll just tend to either squeak or just be a mute. So I can't understand what's going on there, but it is quite funny at times, depending on the situation. It can be embarrassing. But yeah, so I think that's changes, so covered. So like I said, it doesn't sound like much, but for me it is a lot, and I like it. It's going well so far. Mood swings as well. Can be quite temperamental. People have said to me before that, you feel them coming on and stuff, so you just sit in a quiet room or read a book or something, or just do anything. And I don't, I literally just snap. And my attitude stinks, in all fairness. My attitude is really bad. I used to, like, for example, I used to be one of these drivers that would, if someone cuts you up, and then you sort of do nothing, and then I'll go home and I'll sit on the sofa and say, I should have fucking done this, I should have done that. I used to be one of those, and now I'm just on the spot, straight in your face, get out my fucking way, just launching towards anybody that caused me any problems. And it's really bad. I need to get it under control. But I just won't hold back. I'll just go for it. Just some guy sat outside a nightclub last weekend. He just looked at me and just went, is that a boy or a girl? And I just went nuts. Whereas before I would have sort of like died inside and just cowered down a little bit and thought, or gutted, he doesn't think I'm a guy. Whereas now, I just launched and I just literally went right up to him and was just like, fuck off, get out my face, and was just angry. I just seen red instantly. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, like I see it as quite a positive thing that I'm finally standing up for myself. But, it can get out of hand sometimes, and it has got me in trouble already, especially with work and stuff. And so I need to learn when to use it, because it is a beneficial thing to have, a bit of attitude. But I need to learn when to keep it under control. So yeah, and like I said, the mood swings just start. Anything can set it off. It's usually about a week after I've taken my testosterone injection. It's usually about a week the week after, you want to watch out, because I'll just be on one all the time. I'll wake up fine, and then the littlest thing will happen, and I'll fly off the handle, and I'll be in a piss then all day, and I can't help it. I really wish I could, but I'll try. But yeah, so yeah, I think I've covered everything where changes are concerned. My next injection now is due in 2 weeks' time, so I'll probably post something then about all the other topics that I can't really fit into this video. So yeah, I'll keep you updated, providing that my camera doesn't break, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.